Can you open your eyes and look?
You were paying attention to us. He was smoking.
Stand back. Stand back.
Instead of worrying about us with the camera, I would worry about the lady with the cigarette next to the car that's into the building. What's going on, guys? This is Early Product News. I'm out with Nightcrawler Media Sunday night, July 19th, 2020, in which we had a car versus building. Building won. Though she did take down a whole line of bricks and made a drive-through window, the building still won. Anyways, the accident itself is quite amazing. What she did, she rammed through a fence, about an 8-foot tall fence, and continued going for another half a football field at reportedly 50 miles an hour until she was stopped by the brick wall. And there's a lot of other things that happened in this video that I'll point out. If you watch the live version, you might not have noticed it. But anyways, let's get into the video. So the car ran into the building. This happened only moments ago. It just came over the radio minutes ago.
To the corner, she ran to the right, she made a left. She made the left, the bus right there, she turned in front of the car, ran over there, and was going like 50, 67, right down there. I was on that bus.
Yes, that's right. How far right here? Come
Turn it here. She's not good. I'm sorry? Sarge.
Say hi, Mom. Say hi, Mom. Wave. Nice. Nope.
Because I think, the gas, the car could be leaking gas. The car could be leaking gas. Instead of worrying about us with the camera, I would worry about the lady with the cigarette next to the car that's into the building.
That's radiator. That's radiator.
I understand that, but she's worried about us with cameras. She's smoking a cigarette next to the camera.
I'm a bulldog. Vicious.
I haven't said anything to anybody.
Can you open your eyes and look?
You were paying attention to us. He was smoking.
Stand back. Stand back. I'm fine. I'm right here. Look at my feet.
Supreme Court said 10 feet. I'm way more than 10 feet.
I can't move.
Supreme Court said 10 feet.
Don't worry about our safety. We're fine. Take care of me. You take care of you.
Yeah. I'm the one who told you the lady smoking next to the car that just ran into the building. So.
Smoking?
Yeah, the lady was smoking. That's why I said, stop paying attention to us. Pay attention to the lady who's smoking and walking right into the puddle of whatever the food that is on the ground right there. And that's what she ran after the lady that was smoking. So we're standing here and she's next to the car, literally about to open the door.
She was going northbound. Turned it. The light changed. She turned around, came back through.
Oh, she was on something, dude. So she was going northbound down here, and then somehow she turned at that light and ended up going through this fence over here, kept on going another 300 feet, 400 feet, a football field, and ended up into the wall. And she was going 50 miles an hour. He said into the wall. Look at, she knocked down the whole bricking. She had to go over. She had to be going a good. I mean, I don't know. I'm not But to hit that wall and not knock that first line of bricks out, it's got a hole in the wall. At first, we thought it was a snatch and grab robbery because the thing that came over the radio, was they said did they enter the building? Did they access the building?
Yeah, that's what the dispatcher was asking. If they were
There's another guy with a cigarette 10 feet in front of us. I mean, I don't care about anybody. They can do whatever they want. But you would think the fire department would spray that car.
Look how close they're letting him get.
Yeah.
Because clearly not pressed.
Yeah. Because the last time I said you got a cigarette, she ran after him. Now she's not gonna. Oh, this is my guy over here.
Where's Shiny? Yeah. How many 4 white shirts?
I know this guy, dude. I got to talk to this guy.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cops and 4 white shirts. Let's do some quick math.
Hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button. Yeah, do me a favor. Hold this for a second. I mean, in the camera.
Oh,
jeez. I'm gonna put that in your pocket then. Just one mic.
Probably not gonna fit.
Just I'm on one side.
What's up? One of them's live, yeah. You don't see this every day, do you?
I'm being serious.
Oh yeah, I can't answer questions. Sorry. Okay. Ongoing investigation. You know.
Touche.
Hey, do you know if Sharni's working today?
I don't know what that is.
Oh, okay.
I can't answer.
Yeah, I get it.
I was on the bus. I saw it all.
All right, so now I'm holding 2 cameras, guys. 3 cameras total. I probably look like a moron. It's all right. DPN gave me his gimbal.
In one of my first videos, I really gave it to that guy, and he didn't deserve it, though.
Yeah, white shirt came up right as soon as you left. White shirt came up and was asking me what this was for. I told her it's ongoing investigation.
This white shirt, this white shirt, the bucket.
Yeah. She said, apparently, she's like, oh, no,
Yeah, look at, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 patrol cars. There's not, I don't see any paramedics or firefighters. They haven't sprayed the car down. It's walking into a wall. It ran into a wall at 6 miles an hour, and people are smoking next to it. I'm surprised it hasn't blown up yet. But we're on the borderline of 11 and 12. This is the exact borderline of 11 and 12. I think we're in actually District 12. This is where we were at the stop where Sharni Johnson, Eddie Johnson's niece, who is a police officer in 12.
Legend.
No, that's Eddie Johnson's niece, Sharni Johnson. Not allegedly. That's his niece. She took off in the middle of the traffic stop. You should ask that white shirt.
I asked her.
What'd she say? Hey, what? Hey, well, this is my guy. This is my guy. Hey, Sarge, when you get a chance.
He's doing an inspection.
Dude, no, this is my guy, dude. This is my guy. When the cops gave me the finger, and the cops gave me the finger the one time.
Searching the car.
The cops gave me the finger, and they rolled up the windows, and he was on his personal cell phone. I said, "Are you on break? Get off your personal cell phone." And
they took off away from me, right? And I got in my car and I'm chasing the cops around, and they get behind him, and I pull up in front, and they're behind him, and I roll down my window. I start talking to him because I know him from another stop, and he's a white shirt. They're 2 patrol officers. They start honking their horn. Yeah, but I never videotaped that part because
I remember you telling me.
But yeah. That's the white shirt. Am I coming through? Give me a 1 or a 2 if I'm coming through, guys. Hit 1 if I'm coming through, because every time it's clear as day to me, but when I watch it at home, it's all fuzzy. So hit me a 1 if I'm coming through, legit. Thank you, thank God, dude. Listen, no injured. Oh yeah, there was an injured party. They took her away on a stretcher. She came through. She tried to make a U-turn, and she came through here. She went through that fence right here. She was going 50 to 60 miles an hour through this parking lot, right up into that wall. She made a left. She was going northbound on Western. She would make a left onto Madison. Somehow she made a U-turn and came in through this fence right here. Even that fence is over there. That's about a half a football field away. She still maintained 50 miles per hour through this parking lot and went right into that wall. So I don't. You tell me. But this is Western Avenue. We're about 4 or 5 blocks away from the United Center, where the Bears and the Blackhawks and Bulls play. Yeah, she was going this way, and then she made a left, and then just kept on, made a U-turn. Yeah, something was wrong. Yeah. Because she explained the whole story. She was here. The white shirt was here. Yeah, hit that like button, guys. But not even knocking that fence down, still maintaining that speed all the way through there.
Yeah, knock the wall down.
Knock the wall down, right? She knocked that fellow layer bricks down. But I would have thought at least because I mean, I don't know if there's gas leaking or whatever, but they had people smoking next to it. I mean, there's a puddle there. That could be water, that could be radiator fluid, that could be gasoline, all mixed together. And there's smoking next to it. I'm like, you might want to get the guy away smoking from the vehicle that's smashed into the wall. They got 100 police officers here. They don't have. I don't see no paramedics or firefighters. What's a police officer here for? Okay, she smashed into the wall. But what they said over the radio was, smashed into the wall. The guy asked, did they access the building? So they made it seem like the person smashed in the wall to get into the building. That was the first thing on their mind. Really? Sometimes people just smash into a wall. They should have had a heart attack, a seizure. But they're responding to it like somebody trying to get in the building. Because if you guys look, this is a smash into a wall. Obviously, this is a medical emergency. There's not one firefighter or paramedic here, but there's about 30 cops. You know why? Because we're on the west side of Chicago. We're on the border of 11 and 12. Now, you guys live all over the world. I'm in Chicago. You guys have heard the reputation of Chicago. We're right here in the middle of that. When you see on the news, on the nightly news, Tom Brokaw, whoever, telling you, we're right there. That's where we're at.
Tell them what's the average salary?
80,000, 85,000 a year.
85,000 a year. And that's just for food shop.
That's regular, before overtime. Once you get to overtime. That's that Sarge. So that Sarge right there, if you guys remember the story of when I came to the officer and he was on his cell phone and I just asked him a question. I think I asked him, what district are we in? And he goes, I don't know. And he didn't even look at me. And then he goes, why are you so close to me? I'm like, why are you on your cell phone? And I went around the other side and the guy rolled up the window and gave me the finger. And then they took off. I followed them. They ended up right behind that white shirt, the guy with the white hair, the taller one. They ended up behind him, and now I'm following them. So I go around them, and they're at a stop sign. So now I'm next to that white shirt, and I roll down my window. He rolls down, and he's smiling because we know each other. And he goes, what's up? I go, hey, what's up? And we just start talking. And then the officer gave me the finger and all that. They're behind him. And instead of going around him, they start blowing their horn and trying to get him to leave. Now, he's a white shirt. He's their superior officer. But they didn't want them talking to me because obviously I was telling them. And he's like, because I hadn't told him the story yet. So he's like, what's their problem? I go, I don't know. I was just talking. They gave me the finger and took off. So he's cool. He made I didn't see him, and he made a note. He made a point to make sure that I saw him when he got here, and he started smiling and waving. I run into him all the time. But this is the exact same spot where Sharney Johnson Eddie Johnson was the head of the superintendent of the Chicago Police Department, the second largest municipal police force in the nation. It was me and Nightcrawler Media, and there was a traffic stop right there, and Sharni Johnson was doing the traffic stop. And when we came up, she had the driver's license of the guy she pulled over. And when we came up, I didn't have my camera. Nightcrawler had his camera. She took off with the driver's license of the guy. So it ended up being the police officer took off from the traffic stop. The guy whose car was pulled over is chasing the cops. We're chasing the cops, and the guy was chasing the guy for his license back. Then the police officers make a U-turn, illegal U-turn, and there's an illegal U-turn sign right down there, as Emlo, the auditor, pointed out, or Emlo, the activist. And the police made a U-turn and told the guy, follow me. Western Avenue is the biggest street in Chicago. It's actually, I believe it's the longest street in the United States. And yeah, the officer, they had to chase him all the way over here to where we couldn't walk because we were all the way down there. So they just kept on driving up and driving up. We kept on following them, and then finally they just took off and made him follow, pulling U-turns. Also, they couldn't be videotaped at a traffic stop. That's the only thing that was happening. One camera was on them at a traffic stop. But through investigations that Nightcrawler did, he FOIA requested the dash cam, and he didn't get it until Eddie Johnson got caught in the scandal and got kicked off the force. Then all of a sudden the FOIA request went through. Imagine that, when the top cop is in office, his niece's dash cam isn't coming through on a FOIA request. Once he gets kicked off, oh, it shows up in his email. Isn't that right, Nightcrawler? How you doing, Sarge? Everything all right? He's 11. This is a good officer. He's from out of town. He comes on the week. He's a good guy though. He's a nice guy. Robinson's a good guy. Hey, did those two guys give you shit that day? Remember the two guys? Remember when we were talking traffic and they started beeping their horn?
No.
I'm like, these are their subordinates. What are they to beat their horn at them? Did you see that video? Or you don't watch the video? I mean, you could follow the whole story if you watch the video. Yeah, I know he is. Being a white shirt on the west side of Chicago.
Isn't this 12 right here?
No, that side's 12.
Oh, that side.
So that side's 12 and this
Yeah,
side's
this
11.
Is actually, we have Madison here, this side.
Yeah.
That side will be 12.
So we're right at on this side and on that side.
Oh, okay.
We're right on the border.
So like if you're across the street, that's actually the 12th district.
Okay, so that's
this
where.
side is 11, and then that's Madison, so it cuts off.
Okay. So, but that's where the guy was coming with one headlight.
So we have a video.
She followed. She saw the guy with one headlight, went around, did a U-turn behind him, pulled him over, ended up right over here. We show up, and she has a license. She makes him follow.
She takes off. She goes up a block and we walk up.
We're not gonna follow. So we go watch what's going on. She freaks out. She's telling her trainee, oh, they're
You can't trust
messing
them.
with our investigation. We gotta get away from them. She makes the guy follow. She does a
U-turn.
Traffic.
So essentially now the guy's chasing her down Western to get his license back. And he's been pulled over.
Are you guys in the street or?
No, we just walked up on the side. You know who it was? It was Sharni Johnson. It was Eddie Johnson's niece.
What?
It was Eddie Johnson's
I don't
niece.
even know that.
Sharni
You're
Johnson,
telling
she
me.
works in 11, and she works in 12. And he FOIA'd it. When Eddie Johnson was in office, the FOIA request didn't go through. The minute the scandal went down and he was out, all of a sudden he gets an email, the FOIA request is available. That's politics in the city for you, right? It's politics in the big city.
On the dash cam, like freaking out.
Yeah.
And then she's like, not today, not today. and then she goes over here.
Well, I'm sure she's getting grief about.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Well, she ended up giving the guy one ticket, gave him his license back, and then she took off.
All right, guys.
Yeah, all right, Robinson. He's a good guy. Right there, Robinson. If you're ever in Chicago and you see him, he'll take care of you. Take care, Robinson. I felt like he was getting uneasy because like we're talking about the superintendent. You know what I'm saying? Like, we might put him in a bad situation.
I'm not worried about his feelings, though.
Yeah, I know. But what's up, my man? So, go ahead. When I go.
All right, so when a witness said, I was.
What's going on, guys? Where do I sign up? I'm in the wrong profession. Well, I'm in the wrong profession too because I've been shadow banned. I lost 80% of my viewership. I lost 80% of my revenue. I'm done. I have 2 channels. I have another channel called Disorderly Product News Presents the Cop-Arazzi. It's got 6,000 subscribers. It's getting more views than Disorderly Product News, which got 50,000. I'm done. I'm done. They took it away from me, guys. They did what they did. They got me. They got me. They finally got me. What's up, Boston Metal? Oh, I didn't know. I'm sorry. I'm wearing a mask for protection. It's like using a computer technician for a heart surgery. How do you know that I'm using a mask for protection? And what kind of protection I'm using it for? Are you out on the wild, wild west side of Chicago? Where murder rate is this and filming the police? And if you had a choice to cover up your face, would you cover up your face? Okay then. But, no. When you're standing in Compton, following the police, then I'll start. I banned Facebook. Yeah, it's bogus, dude. Like they did me bogus, dude. The only thing I can do is I have to call up High Impact Vlogs and see what I can do about it. Because until you get to 100,000 subscribers, you can't talk to Google. You get a representative once you get to 100,000 subscribers, but you have no way of accessing Google. So I'm a partner with Google, but I have no way of accessing until I get to 100,000 subscribers. But High Impact Vlogs is somewhat very knowledgeable about the subject. But my channels, they destroyed my channel. So if you watch that video I put out on Saturday, the one where I did the documentary on when I got pulled over, that has the views and comments. It has the views and comments of